majestic Xingu River flows from the legendary Roncador River in Mato Grosso, Brazil, and runs for almost 2,000 kilometers, feeding the waters of rivers and streams, bathing extensive areas of forest, until finally flowing into the right bank of the Amazon River. Considered sacred by the people who live along its banks, it is a symbol of Brazilian biological and cultural diversity. However, this sanctuary and the people who depend on it are threatened. The majority of the springs of the Xingu are located in areas now occupied by monocultures that use large amounts of fertilizers and agrotoxins. Deforestation and fires destroyed many springs, provoking silting of the river and contamination of its waters. One of the largest hydroelectric dams in the country was built there, and others are being planned. This river is necessary for the physical and cultural reproduction of the people who live along its banks. It is a source of water and food, and also has a spiritual dimension for the Xingu people, and for this reason it must be preserved. The Novo Encanto Association of Ecological Development adds its work to many organizations that work on behalf of the conservation of the Amazon, in defense of human rights and of the indigenous populations. They should be primarily responsible for defending the forests and rivers necessary for their cultural reproduction. It is up to the association to support them in this effort to conserve and recover the environment where their ancestors lived and where they want to continue living with quality of life.
Também se insere nesse trabalho da Associação Novo Encanto o resgate e a valorização das tradições culturais dessas populações indígenas. Por isso estamos apoiando esse trabalho desenvolvido por John Stokes junto às populações indígenas aqui na Aldeia Aribaru do povo Yudjá, visando fortalecer, sobretudo, os jovens indígenas no resgate de seus valores e de suas tradições.
John Stokes developed the tracking project from his many years of experience with traditional native Hawaiian peoples and Australian Aborigines. This project opens new opportunities for people to have learning experiences in nature, awakening their sensitivity and responsibility for ecological advocacy and appreciation of traditional cultures.
Yogi wa no ho, Yogi wa no ho.
Everything we ever needed to live a good life was placed here on the earth for us. It's just, the question is, are we aware that we should be grateful? Are we aware that we should be thankful? Because everything we need is right here. So the quality of your attention is the quality of your life, and the tracking project has been dedicated to building people's attention. Everyone could be a little more aware. Everyone could be a little more attentive. And the work that we do is just to build that capacity within each person so that we can join hands and save the world. So it seems like a small thing, and perhaps it doesn't seem like we're in the midst of it. Maybe we should be in a city, we should be doing something exciting. And yet we're here with our friends, with the indigenous people, doing ceremonies, being grateful, sharing good thoughts with each other, and I think that's the winning technology. When you're working with a community, you also have to think about art, you have to think about culture, you have to think about renewal, you have to think about the health of the elders and the health of the community. You have to think about sustainability, and you have to think about ceremonies and how the indigenous people kept the earth so beautiful with their ceremonies and with their practices.
Novo Encanto is aligned with all those who, in different places of the planet, work to weave the threads that reconnect nature to our fellow human beings and to ourselves. We recognize that the human being expresses his degree of integration with nature in his practice, insofar as we establish bonds of union with all those who share the same aspiration.
So, the design of the tracking project is very good for us, young people. John has a lot of knowledge. We call him Grandfather Shaman. He knows how to tell stories about shamans. And at the same time, he knows some things about how to heal people. This is one more reason for us to continue to preserve our culture along with the environment and nature.
Yo